This video is sponsored by Wayfair. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today we are doing a Parisian style living room makeover. Let's get started. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any episodes. And I also just wanted to mention that Graham and I do a bonus monthly video here on my channel. It's called the A&G Debrief, and it is so much fun. It's for members only, but this month, on June 13th, we're opening up the live stream to anyone who wants to join. All the details will be here on screen. So make sure you join. We are answering all of your DIY questions. If you are a member, your question will be prioritized. So you can ask us anything about DIYs, decorating, paint colors for your home. So join our membership if you want to have priority, but everyone is welcome to join on June 13th, and we'll try to get to as many non-member questions as we can. Today I'm helping Shelby and Matthew. Let's hop on a call with them to get to know their vision for this living room. How's it going?
It feels like we're on YouTube already, just like looking at this.
I never thought of it that way, I guess. Yeah, I'm so used to this background. Congrats for winning a makeover.
Thank you.
We're very excited.
Tell me about your space.
We moved in a few months ago, and we're pretty happy kind of with the overall setup of the room right now in terms of its function. The L-shaped couch and like having room to both kind of like lounge and watch TV and stuff. We like hosting dinner parties, so having the separate dining area is really great.
I love the dining set. It's really cute. I heard that it was your grandmother's or?
It was my grandmother's, yeah. I distinctly remember like eating at her table, like in her house in Montreal when I was a kid. And then when she passed, my parents brought it to their house and we ate like every family dinner there at their place. And then when I moved, I took it with me.
We're definitely gonna keep it. I'm like, how could we ever get rid of that? Also, I feel like the chairs even just like really work with the whole style we're going for anyway. What would you say isn't working for you?
We have these moldings behind it because that used to be a doorway and like it's not centered.
Got it.
We want like a bar area
Oh, fun.
for some glassware, like wine bottles, stuff like that. And then if there's extra storage for
Like tablecloths, napkins, placemats.
So definitely storage, like multi-purpose furniture.
The other thing that's not working great in this room is the lighting.
Okay.
You can see our lamp has a scarf over top of it to kind of dim it down a bit. We installed a dimmer switch in the main light, and it's got this really cold blue tone to it, even when you dim it down.
We don't love that.
No.
No.
And it's got like the landlord special type fixture too. We love ambient lighting, like more lamps.
I don't love the big light, but without the big light, I find it's too dark.
Yeah, and I just tolerate the darkness because I hate the big light.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm like squinting in the dark. Okay, let's move on to the inspo you submitted, why you love it. I always love to ask people like, what's the feeling you want to feel when you walk into this space?
I like the brightness in a lot of these photos and like cozy furniture a little bit, and just like the character in like the picture frames and the lighting and like small fixtures and decor.
I like the warmth of all of it. The Parisian style is very like hodgepodge, like with things that you've collected over time and not so much from a catalog.
It feels like lived in.
Exactly. We're actually planning a trip to France like 3 days after the makeover.
Wait, that works out so well.
I couldn't have worked out any better.
I feel like that's definitely a sign. Like this feels very right that we're doing this. Okay, great. Well, thank you guys so much for jumping on this call. We're really excited. Your space is so beautiful, so can't wait to tackle it.
We're super excited.
Okay, have a great day, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Bye.
I love Shelby and Matthew's inspo. It's so warm but neutral at the same time. Creamy white walls with molding, that is key, with pops of warm tones like pink and a mustard yellow. We've got some gingham patterns. It's all feeling very French to me, which is the goal. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to keep the base pretty neutral. So a white sofa, creamy white walls, maybe a beige off-white rug. And then I want to bring in colorful accents. I'm thinking these blue linen curtains, a cute green gingham tablecloth, and I want to find a thrifted hutch to add lots of extra storage. There's this little nook that's being underused right now, and I think it's a great place to set up a little bar, some storage for plates and dinnerware essentials. I want to bring in a thrifted chandelier and just just make the space feel really airy and bright, but cozy at the same time. Before we head into day one of the makeover, I'm so excited to announce that I am this season's host of A Style is Born over on the Wayfair YouTube channel. You probably know Wayfair as the site where you can find so many products perfect for you, but you probably didn't know that they have a YouTube channel, and let me tell you, it is so educational and fun over there. I am hosting A Style is Born, which transports you to a new country in every episode. We basically go country to country and really get to know how that country played a significant role in your favorite design styles. Each episode dives into the history, culture, drama, politics, music, TV, and technology that birthed different design styles around the world. There are currently 2 episodes live, Japan and Morocco. And yes, we did film the Morocco episode in Morocco. As someone who loves decor, it's been so cool diving into the countries that have had such a huge impact on some of my favorite styles. And I'm also learning how countries have influenced how we live in our spaces now. Things we don't even think about, like gathering around on the floor, for example. That definitely originated in Japan. Go check out the first 2 full episodes of A Style is Born, and make sure you subscribe to the Wayfair YouTube channel so you don't miss an upload. All the info is in the description box. Dave is getting a head start on painting out this whole room Cloud White by Benjamin Moore. Cloud White has yellow undertones. We want to go with something really warm, but not beige. So this is a great color for this room. While Dave is painting, Graham is getting started on removing this trim in the middle of the wall. We want to do beautiful peel and stick molding on every single wall, and this kind of like cramps the style, you know? We can't really work around it, and Graham said it was easy to remove. For context, this used to be an opening between the living room and the adjacent room. As you can probably see, the landlord just filled it with some drywall. There's no door here, and added these trim pieces on top without just like going the extra step to make it all flush. So Graham is starting by taking off the door frame. It's coming off really easily, but you can see that there's now big gaps in the wall. The depth of the drywall in the doorway is a little bit different than the wall, so Graham is adding a sheet of MDF hardboard. He's securing it with construction adhesive and brad nails to make the wall as seamless as possible. Graham is sanding down any bumps from the trim with his orbital sander and is proceeding to tape and mud the wall. He's using paper tape between the hardboard and the lath and plaster, and Sheetrock 20, which is a drywall compound that sets in about 20 minutes. Graham is now adding a baseboard. He tried to match it as best he could to the century-old baseboards. The good news is there's a sofa going here. It's gonna cover any imperfections. He's applying the trim with construction adhesive and a brad nailer. After sanding the final coat, Graham is priming the wall with shellac primer and adding 3 coats of Cloud White paint. Hi guys, welcome to our second prep day. This wall is looking really great. You would never know that there was a door here. So we need to wait for the coat of paint to dry on this wall before we can move on to molding. So we are starting off the day by hanging a thrifted light. I'm gonna show you that in a second. But I wanted to shout out this product because it is really inexpensive. $15, adds tons of character. It's made from PVC, got it off Amazon. And what's more chic than a ceiling medallion?
Can't think of it. I can't think of it. Number 1 on the list.
Other than... Ooh. Actually, you know what's more chic than a ceiling medallion? His pearls.
You see the addition?
Yeah, I like it.
You know what, where I found this? On the sidewalk. There's 2 kids that found it.
Okay.
The mother was like, put that down. Like, you don't know where that's been, kind of thing. And then I was like, I think it works.
Yeah, it does.
Anyways. Stunning. Like, you would find this in a Paris apartment hanging from the ceiling.
As they do, generally.
As they do. Okay, let's get it up on the ceiling. Okay, this looks so good. Also, want to note that these are great if you have a light that you've replaced and it's like left a big ring on your ceiling and you don't want to paint your whole ceiling. throw up a medallion, it'll cover it. See how there's like a bit of a space there? Graham is gonna add some caulk around the edge just to fill those gaps in a bit. I wanna note that you definitely don't have to do this. It's really a personal preference, but if you don't wanna glue anything down, caulking isn't like glue. It is easy to just use an X-Acto knife and cut around it and take the medallion down, but point is, personal preference, you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. Bay windows are beautiful. We all know this, but I know that it can be challenging to hang a curtain rod above these kinds of windows. Instinctively, you probably would want to hang 3 separate curtain rods, but I find that that looks really like clunky, not uniform, a lot of curtain rod happening. Ideally, we would want 1 long curtain rod. That is gonna get pricey. You'd have to get them like custom made, but we have a solution to solve this issue. This is called a curtain rod elbow. It fits 1-inch curtain rods, and it's going to allow us to take 3 different rods and turn them into 1 big rod on this bay window. I'm so excited about this. I'll link them down below. We got them off Amazon. The cool thing about these is that they are completely adjustable, so you can really customize the angle that you need them. So if you already have curtain rods hanging up, you could just buy these and make the 3 rods look like 1. Very cool. Okay, so I was really hopeful that 3 brackets would hold up this continuous curtain rod, but we're finding that it definitely does not. So we have to add a couple more brackets. We're gonna move this one from the center, put 1 on that side, put 1 on that side, and then it'll be sturdy. Okay, I've got my hair up because it's time to install all of these peel and stick pieces of molding. I feel like it wouldn't be a Parisian makeover without some peel and stick molding on the wall. These are from Luxe Architectural. I've used these in many makeovers, love them. So we're doing a combo of like different widths and then replacing these pieces underneath. Just like when we're installing wallpaper, we're not lining these panels up to the ceiling. The ceiling is definitely not straight. We also have spacers, which we're gonna use to make sure they're evenly spaced. Now, these panels are pretty sticky. They're meant to be renter friendly and removable. So if you absolutely can't have any holes in the walls, these are great. Graham and I usually like to use a nail gun and go in with a couple small brad nails. Sometimes I find that the walls are so uneven that we're installing these on that there might be a gap, which is why it might be better to go in with brad nails after the fact, but you do not have to do that.
Oh, what happened?
Light just flashed before my eyes. Every time we use this wall molding, I'm like shocked at how much bigger it makes our room feel. The ceilings just look so tall. Now that this panel is up, I'm feeling like it's too high. I wanna lower it. So we're using a heat gun to remove this panel from the wall. I say this, whenever we install any peel and stick product, use heat. It came off so seamlessly. We're putting a few brad nails in for extra hold and covering the nail holes with putty. We're repeating this exact same process on the next wall. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. Carla's gonna show you a beauty shot of all the molding on the wall. But yeah, great day. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's the next day and the paneling in here looks so good. It just really elevates this room, makes it feel luxe, full of character. So the first thing we're gonna do today is bring in a rug.
For sure, it's a little crazy though.
I knew you were gonna say that, but I thought it was cool because it's like the French tuck. You see the vision.
Yeah, and it's a good effort.
Not for me.
Something ain't right about it though. I think you should get Amanda to help you.
I like the French tuck.
I actually like what she was doing.
Graham, what's your opinion?
French.
Oh,
French tuck.
so 1 out.
Whatever the French style is.
Alana?
We're not here. French tuck, yeah.
No, not French tuck.
that is a French tuck.
Sans tuck.
Oh, sans tuck.
Oui, oui, baguette. Bisous.
Well, let's do the rug. Woo! Next up, I'm bringing in this gorgeous sofa from Article. I've actually never used this sofa, so really, really excited to see it. This is beautiful. I feel like I need this sofa in my house. Okay, but let's try it. Oh my gosh, it's like a bed. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is kind of a therapy sofa. Really comfortable. Coffee table next. Okay, at this point, I'm just shopping for my own home. I love this coffee table. I love the fluted detail of it. This is also from Article. Let's flip her over. Wow, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. Look at it from above, Carla. Like, look at all the little scallops. Cute. So jumping off the curves in the furniture, the soft tones, bringing in this gorgeous side table that I've been eyeing on the Article website forever. How good is this gonna look with a statement table lamp? I'm so excited. Next, we're bringing in this incredibly beautiful thrifted hutch. I had a very specific vision in my mind. I wanted it to just look old and filled with character. And when Alana found this, I was like, that's the one. $250 for this beautiful old piece. And we've just left it. Like, I just wanted to feel lived in and old.
Hi, old. Yeah.
Of course, we're gonna style it and make it look beautiful, but this piece, what a find. Shelby and Matthew had this table. You heard on the call that it's like a family piece. I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to paint it. I didn't want to sand it because it is a family piece that's been passed down that they wanted to keep. I think it perfectly fits the vibe in here. If you have a piece like this that you just don't want to paint, you don't want to DIY it, throw a cute tablecloth over the top, and just like that, it's like a brand new table. Sometimes, honestly, it's like the smallest things that just make you feel happy inside, you know? So cute. We're in the French countryside. Now placing the 4 matching dining chairs that Shelby and Matthew already had. This fabric for the tablecloth is from Blackbird Fabrics. They have an amazing selection of cool fabrics to choose from. Okay, time to get Shelby and Matthew's TV on the wall. We got them a wall mount, so the TV isn't just sitting on the mantle. So we have a beautiful ornate gold frame to go around this TV. Graham has to make a couple adjustments to it in the workshop, so you'll see that up tomorrow. Let's move on to hanging curtains. These curtains are from Lovely Home Idea on Etsy, and it looks so good. Luxe. Okay, next I'm placing this beautiful floor lamp beside the sofa. This one's from Mitzi, and I love all of these little bobbin details. So cute. This table lamp is also from Mitzi. I love how this little piece of art plays off the blue of the curtains. You can play with varying sizes of art. They don't all have to be large scale pieces. This looks so cute here. Okay, I'm completing this little nook with this cute stool and a rubber plant on top. So Shelby and Matthew mentioned that they wanted to create some kind of bar somewhere in the living room. So I thought this hutch is the perfect place to do that. This tray is from the thrift store. It's beautiful. I thought right here we could add some liqueurs. I'm gonna put some alcohol on top of here and some on the top shelf and just kind of like make a display out of it. Now I'm just gonna fill the rest of the space with beautiful decor. Finally, this cute lamp. I'm trying to maximize all the light sources in here. We also tucked their modem in here, so everything's concealed. Cute. This beautiful art piece is from Minted. I love how the purple is playing off the green in the tablecloth. So beautiful. Oh.
Wow.
Wowie. There.
Nope.
No? Oh. What about now?
That's better yet.
Breathing new life into these old chairs with these beautiful velvet seat cushions. I use these in my parents' dining room makeover. These are from Pequeno Taille on Etsy. So to bring in all of the natural light, bounce it around the room, I'm hanging a mirror above the sofa instead of an art piece. This is from April Faith Vintage on Etsy. We used one of their mirrors in another makeover, and James, editor James, purchased one from the video because he loved it so much. Beautiful. Hi guys, it's reveal day. So exciting. We are going to make we're gonna do a couple. Okay.
Saw my head.
Sure. I'm gonna do a couple last finishing touches. Let's put some art on the TV. I picked a really cute one. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Now this TV, I don't think, would be complete without a frame. We thrifted this frame. We didn't thrift the frame. Where's it from? Graham found the frame in the garbage.
On the sidewalk.
And we are gonna repurpose it, put it over the TV, and frame this art on the TV.
And then I'm just gonna slip this one over.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Now we're just gonna put it in place. Nice.
Cool. This looks incredible. This wall needed something, and this was it for sure. It is now time for the finishing touches. Starting with this hanging plant, Shelby and Matthew already had this hanging in here. It looks so good. Adding these 2 throw cushions from Amuse La Bouche. Been dying to use these. Placing some additional cushions to fill up the sofa. I'm styling the table with tons of candles. The key to getting this look is thrifting different candlestick holders. You wanna go for varying heights and then find taper candles in fun colors. I'm styling the coffee table with a book, a dish, a decorative tray, and some decorative beads. And finally, this stunning wildflower bouquet by Plantita & Co. It is time to ring in Shelby and Matthew for the reveal.
It smells good in here.
It does. Okay, can you both walk me through what your living room looked like before?
So we had the dining table in the corner, a little bit of art on the wall, not too much.
We had the TV with the cord hanging down very precariously.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
On the count
Already.
of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wow. It really looks like a whole new place.
It feels like a super elegant hotel room.
Yeah, wow, this is beautiful.
This is gorgeous. I didn't know that there was this much space in here. That mirror is beautiful too.
I know, isn't it?
Did you fill that in?
Yeah, we did.
That's crazy. And the chandelier, even the molding around the light fixture.
Yeah,
Really
we
cute.
added that.
How did you make the TV look like that?
The table.
This is gorgeous. Oh my God, I love the candle holders.
The art.
This is so cute. This is stunning.
Yeah.
Yay.
You even found all the booze.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is amazing.
My pleasure. Next time on AGTV, we are making over a deserving teen's bedroom. I can't wait for you to see that episode. And go check out a stylist board. Episode's linked down below. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye. Smudge on the camera.
As we're running up.
Better.